I jumped from 80 to 100 words per minute in just 7 days. I spent months stuck at around 80 words per minute, and so I decided to dedicate 1 week towards trying to get good at typing. I would spend around 30 minutes a day practicing. Before I get into exactly what I did to get to 100 words per minute, there's an important note. To see any kind of improvement with typing, you need deliberate practice. So what is deliberate practice? Deliberate practice is a skill-building philosophy that is about focus and purposeful practice. So for typing, you want a clear goal with a defined words per minute or accuracy mark you're targeting. Specific focuses by identifying and targeting key skills and areas of weakness. Instant feedback by using tools that immediately highlight your errors, and to be in a stretch zone by doing exercises slightly beyond your comfort level. You're not going to get any results by just typing all day or even doing typing speed tests over and over and over again. To see improvement, you need to be fixing what you're doing wrong and adding new skills to make you faster. With that being said, here's how I went from 80 to 100 words per minute. So the first drill we're going to be going over was the most important and the one I got the highest increase in speed from, and that is training the skill of rolling keys. So rolling keys was something that I was not doing, and so to give you an example of not rolling keys is if I were to type this word small and I go S-M-A-L-L, or this word keep and I go K-E-E-P. An example of rolling keys, it's basically if you were to type every single key at the same time, but due to the nature of how keyboards work, you've got to enter them in an order. So it's just a slight delay between them. So you're typing every key at the same time, but there's a little bit of a delay so that way the keys go in the same order. So instead of H-O-U-S-E, I would go H-O-U-S-E, like this. And if that's still not fully clear, here's another example. So if I press every key at the same time, this is what happens. Right? I'm pressing every key. If you look at the picture down there, you'll see every key is being lit up. And rolling keys would be kind of doing that same thing, pressing every key at the same time. However, you're just going into it with a little bit of a roll, right? So that's hopefully that clears it up. And I do also want to say that you can get pretty fast with not rolling keys. Right now I'm trying not to roll my keys. It's pretty deep in my muscle memory at this point. But you can get pretty fast. However, I think what opened up the gate to me getting past 80 words per minute, when I was plateaued forever, I went into this week, I researched how can I actually improve at typing. I went in with the intention of doing deliberate practice. I researched what are the people better than me doing, and I found key rolling. So if this is also new to you, this can really open up the doors to improving your speed very quickly. So now to actually train rolling keys, in the beginning what I would do was go into a test and I'd have to purposefully flip the switch. I'm going to be training rolling keys because I kind of had two different modes. Rolling keys, or what I'll call like semi-automatic typing. So I would have to go in purposefully training rolling keys. And in the beginning, I definitely made a lot of errors because rolling keys is hard. But also what I would do is pause before words and kind of pause in between different rolling. So I would go and then I would pause, figure out how am I going to do this one. Then I would go, then I would pause, and then I would go, pause, and that's kind of the pattern. Also for these longer ones, for these longer words, you'll have to maybe break it into different pieces. Maybe I'll do DEV and then ELOP, or whatever you can figure out how to do, but you probably won't be able to just roll all 7 of these keys or whatever word it is. And yeah, I would definitely make a lot of errors, and I still do. Keep in mind, I've been doing this for a week. So I would make a lot of errors. But eventually, I would get more fluid in between it, so less of a break, more faster, and Also, I was able to combine those two modes into one. So I would be able to sometimes do the key rolling and sometimes press it letter by letter when it matters. And also for words like this, like little, when there's double, it can be a little cumbersome to try and roll. So that's definitely something to keep in mind as well. With rolling, it can be quite easy to get the keys in the wrong order. So like there, I just mistyped. And the second drill we're going to be going into is helping train your accuracy. In Monkey Type, there is a mode called Master Difficulty. And what that does is if you misclick a key, it will restart your test. So now if I go in and I make a mistake, it's going to restart my test. And after enough time of making mistakes and having to restart, it's gonna train you to be more accurate going into your other tests. But an important note, if you see right here, my target words per minute is 100, and I see on the screen I got 103, and sometimes it would get up to like 150 during my training, because rolling can be quite fast, especially if you're familiar with the words, familiar with the patterns. But it is extremely important to recognize when this screen pops up, when you're on master difficulty, that means you failed. So I don't care about what words per minute, because when I'm in this mode, I'm trying to get 100% accuracy and get better at accurately rolling. So maybe that's taking a little bit more time. Maybe that's not rolling quite as quick, but you want to train your accuracy up so that way you'll be able to be faster. And not making a bunch of mistakes is obviously very important to getting a good speed. Now, the final drill we're going to be looking at is going to be a big help with becoming more fast and fluid with rolling. At a certain speed, you can't be reading the word and then typing it, and then reading the next word and typing it. You've got to read ahead. That way you can have like a buffer of words, and your brain just needs to tell your fingers to type the word that you're not reading. So that's a key skill to becoming fast. I don't think you can be above 100 words per minute without being able to do that. And Monkey Type also has a mode to help train that. So here in the fun box section, there is read ahead easy, read ahead, and read ahead hard. So I would, at least for if you're in the same kind of area as me, 80 to 100, I would really only recommend read ahead easy. Eventually, maybe, I don't know, if I had to guess, like 130-ish, maybe 120, I don't know, read ahead would become useful. But for now, read ahead easy is all we need. So what this does is if you go into a test, you'll see the current word is invisible. So I have to type it. Oh, let me turn. So I have to type the word, and then it's invisible. So now I'm reading the word more. Now I'm reading the word long. And yeah, eventually you're going to train yourself to be able to read ahead and still roll the keys. And that's going to help you get that fluidity that I was talking about with not pausing so much because you're reading ahead. And then once you get all of those 3 drills down, you can combine them together. So the 3 drills being rolling keys, master difficulty, and the read ahead easy. You can combine them all together here. So you see I've got master on and read ahead easy on, and be able to train them all in the same time, which is going to definitely help become more accurate and reading ahead at the same time. And you can just, I just did that for a long time, and it helped me get a lot better. So that's going to do it for this video. If you are new to rolling, I'm guessing this is going to be absolutely amazing to help you become a lot quicker. That was what I needed to figure out to get to 100 words per minute. And yeah, if you are working on becoming faster at typing, I wish you good luck.